they were partying like it was 1999. In fact, it was in 1999 when peaceful NATO were partying here in a European capital, the city of Belgrade. They tell you that NATO is a defensive organization. Tell that to the people of former Yugoslavia. Tell that to the people of Belgrade. For almost 3 months, they were bombing and killing here in the heart of Europe. NATO is, as it has always been, a front for the American empire. If you're supporting it, you're acting against the interests of the people of Europe. You're acting in the interests of the continuing domination of the globe by the United States of America. They even bombed the Chinese embassy here in 1999. They silenced a television station, not by ordnance, but yes, by ordnance of the exploding kind. They killed 16 employees of the state radio and television, the equivalent of the BBC in Belgrade, including makeup ladies and tea ladies. They did so in order to complete the destruction and the dismemberment of the former Socialist Republic of Yugoslavia. Nobody much said or did anything against it, in Britain or in Europe as a whole. Myself, in Parliament, it's a period of which I'm inordinately proud. Under the leadership of the late Mr Benn, Tony Benn, the greatest Prime Minister we never had, we fought a rearguard action in Parliament against the destruction of Yugoslavia. We failed, like we failed again just a few years later in Iraq. But the world has changed. Nobody can bomb a Chinese embassy now. Nobody can stand up to the new Eurasian development which is taking place on this planet, where most of the people and most of the wealth of the planet resides. We're in a new world. It's just not the new world order that the so-called West, which is, I remind you, just 10% of the world's population, think or thought that it was going to be. Their new world order has been stillborn. A better world order, a more just world order, is in the process of being born. But these are useful reminders of just exactly the nature of the beast that is NATO. We're here in Belgrade and we can say these things without fear of seizure of our assets, without fear of imprisonment. 7 years in prison. If I was to say what I've just said through the mediums that would reach a large number of people, I could end up next door to Julian Assange. Just think. "16 people were killed, including the tea ladies. Well done, NATO.